We have got another special little car in this week. It's the R56 Mini GP. This is potentially a car that you might look at and just think, oh, it's just another marketing fad from Mini. They seem to have filled every single niche since they relaunched the brand with BMW at the turn of the century. Is the GP just one of those? It's not really a serious car. I'm telling you now, this is a serious car. First roundabout of the day. Oh yes. Quickest car around that roundabout that I've tested by a mile. This thing is super special. 11 years ago now, which I can't believe where the time's gone, Evo did a bit of a group test between this, an R26R Megane Renaultsport, a Focus RS 500. If you want to see my Focus RS review, have a look up there, wherever it is, and an Audi A1 Quattro, and it's this that came out on top. The least powered car of the four, and it was beating the Focus RS 500 on the straights at Blyton Park. That was doing 118 miles an hour, this was doing 122. It's 150 miles per hour Mini. It's insane. So let's dig a little bit deeper. So what is a Mini GP? It's basically a John Cooper Works Cooper S with the back seats removed, the interior slightly revamped, some lovely Recaro seats, and some exterior mods. So we've got the spoiler and this lovely sort of diffuser at the back, this twin diffuser, which I actually think makes a difference at high speed. And then under the bonnet we have the same 1.6 litre turbocharged engine, now producing 220 horsepower, 192 foot-pounds of torque, which goes to over 200 on overboost. So this car is very quick. 0 to 60, bangs from the exhaust, I love that. 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds, and like I said, 150 miles per hour. It's a rocket ship. I used to have an R56 Mini Cooper S about 8 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. The only issues I had with it was, one, the rearview mirror is way too big and I couldn't see out, and two, I've always found it a little bit weight sensitive in terms of performance. If I drove the car on my own, absolutely fine, it was a quick little car, but if I told my mates, oh, check out my new Mini, it's rapid, and then they jumped in, they were like, you're lying, mate. Not the case with this. Me and Imi have been out in this together, and it is quick in any condition, and plus with the rear seats removed, you don't have to worry about passengers anyway. So as usual, we're driving it around town. We're going to go on some quicker roads in a bit, and I'll tell you what it's like. We'll start with the interior. It's pretty normal Mini in here. It is lifted slightly. We've got this leather dash with the red stitching, which is lovely, and that is followed on into the steering wheel. We've got the Recaro sports seats, which look great and they're pretty good. They don't quite fit my body shape, but I am a little bit lanky. My best mate calls me the stick insect, so it's not holding me in completely, but I think if I had a slightly wider back I'd be alright. But the interior is ace. It's all black headlining, so it's me bumpy bit of road, first time on here. It's actually okay on here. That's alright. Not the best car I've had on there, but it's certainly not the worst. Focus RS, I'm looking at you. So, driving around town, ride quality, fine, pretty decent. It does have fully adjustable Bilstein suspension, which is a really nice touch. It's a car that should be taken on track, and to have manually adjustable suspension is a really nice idea. I'd love to take this to a track and then, you know, have it in the pit lane, like have it up on the ramp, changing it about, try to get the best setup. It's that kind of car really. In terms of driving modes, again, quite simple. There's not really the same sort of customization that we got in, say, the 911 GTS or the M4, and you wouldn't expect that, would you? But we do have a little sport button. It's in a right-hand drive car, quite obscured. It's behind the gear lever, so it's almost like they don't want you to press it, but I've got it on. Actually, I'll leave it off for now, we're in town. And we've got traction control off as well. They're the only two items really for customization. So just driving around town, very easy. It's just like my Cooper S that I used to have. It rides well. It's giving me decent fuel economy, averaging 26 just driving around town. That's absolutely fine. It'll probably go into the 30s on a longer run. Okay, so we're up in the twisty bits of road now. So we were in normal mode. I'm going to put it in sport. Let's see what we've got here. The Mini GP2 has 55 kilos less weight to lug around. So on this roundabout, I'm expecting it to be bloody good. And it is. By far the fastest car I've driven around that roundabout. And that includes the 911 GTS. No chance it would keep up with that. You get this sensation when you're driving a car like this where you have the white lines round a roundabout. You can literally just plant the inner right tyre on those white lines and just glide round. It's so easy, but it's also fun because it's adjustable, it's delicate. You're constantly making tiny little adjustments with the steering wheel. There's another roundabout there. We'll go all the way around this one. This is the funny angle one. Wow. Brilliant round there. Absolutely brilliant. I can see how it beat all those cars around the track because it just follows whatever line you want it to take. Magic. And I love the exhaust. When you've got it in sport, it pops and it bangs. And if it's anything like the R56 Cooper S I had, you can make it do some loud bangs actually. It's just a little convict, isn't it? Just loves to cause trouble. Oh, fantastic. The GP2 actually had a limited production run like the others. There's only 2,000 ever made, and this is one of the later cars. This one was registered in November 23, and it's number 1,903 of the 2000s, so it's one of the latest cars. And it's numbered, there's the number on the roof, and I love that. If you're going to have a limited numbered car, you've got to have what number it is on the side. Just adds to the specialness. When the GP2 first came out, it was a smidge under 30 grand. And it's a lot of money for a Mini, it really is. And BMW kind of shot themselves in the foot because they also launched the M135i, which was just under 30 grand as well. And that stole a lot of people's hearts. That it certainly stole mine. I ended up buying an M140 in 2017 for 34 grand. And I lost about 16 grand in depreciation in 2.5 years. But what a car that is. So yeah, the Mini GP2 was expensive. They've held the value quite well. This is up for sale for £15,000 and it's done 77,000 miles. So you compare that to a normal Cooper S of this age, you're probably looking at sub 5 grand. So it's still retained quite a lot of its value, and I'm not surprised. It is excellent on these twisty roads. But what's it like in a straight line? Is it a quick car? Well, I'm on a decent bit of road now. So I'm in sport. I'll probably put it in third actually. Let's start from 30 miles an hour and take it up to 60 on this road. I believe this is quite a fast car. 60, there we go. Yes, that is rapid. It's fast, this is. And it's just a little bundle of joy and power. It's so much faster than the Cooper S I used to own. This Mini GP2 will do 150 miles an hour. For a Mini, can you believe it? It's insane. This would be an amazing little track car. It's got us thinking back at the office because we've looked into track days and they just seem like a great value day out. Obviously you need a car to throw around, which, you know, there's the risk of it breaking or, you know, doing in the tyres and all that stuff. But you can go to a circuit, pay 150 quid, add a couple of drivers, you're looking at £200 for the day to go and drive a car how you want to. If anyone who's watching this does track days, has got any advice, I want to know, because it's something that I really want to get involved with. I'm just going to have to buy the right car, really. This GP2 would be prime candidate, but it's just a bit too expensive for the sort of treatment that I'd want to give it. Oh, down the twisty stuff. Magic. You can hear the turbo. Wow, there's a load of birds above me. Wow, can you see them? Like 1,000 birds. Probably shat all over the car. Oh, the steering is excellent. I'm getting these lovely pops and bangs from the exhaust. My old, I don't know if you heard, it's doing it just randomly. My old Cooper S used to do it, and my partner at the time, she used to absolutely hate it. It's probably why she left me. Heel and toe is possible in this, that's good. Pedal position's actually really good, and I'm wearing really poor shoes for this. Oh, it's really satisfying to drive. It's fully deserved of its reputation. It's just a giggle. It's just the sort of car that, like the Focus RS, you'll take out at the weekend, no particular destination in mind, and just enjoy every moment. This is what a hot hatch should be like. Gearbox is really tight, 6-speed manual in this, dead easy to use, really close to the steering wheel as well, so it's like a little rally car. And there's no back seats. Are we losing some practicality? No. My mum's got a R56 Mini and she only uses the back seats to transport cake. And I would argue with the back seats removed, she could increase her business. No one wants to sit in the back of a normal Mini, do they? This thing is really, truly great. So in conclusion, I think the Mini GP is an exceptional little car. I can imagine it would be so good on track, but it's also really good on the road, and that makes a big difference to me. It's the sort of car that you could drive to the track, have the best day ever, and then just cruise home. It really is that good. Oh, I'm just gonna have to work harder to get all these toys. A bit bumpy there. Smashing little car. Back to basics. Fun. Pure fun.